defense?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Caught here by Conley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Detroit! Gone!
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Leopard!
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Lucky 56!
They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. Space to run past the 20. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a first and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Now let's go! 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56!
Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Eluding the pressure right. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56!
On the ground, Geis. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darius Geis, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Hunt. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Hunt. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They start on the ground with Geis, and he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And an alley to run. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Jackson on 1st down. Shakes up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Matt Ioannidis able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
And the Raiders have got him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Roethlisberger. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
AB. Set. Blue 30.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He's going to fight. And got his man complete. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson, flush to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
On 2nd down, Jackson flushed out right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Hey, 4 down.
Detroit. Detroit.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And running with power here. The left side throw complete to Adams. A big play there just before halftime. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 67 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. On second and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. Now it's Roethlisberger. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And the kick by Elliott is good. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Sanders now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's the backup Lauletta. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Corey Liggett makes the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, You and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Jackson on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, Jackson. And able to find Conley. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Geis, they'll try to run it. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Detroit!
From the gun, Jackson. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now it's Laletta. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And now here come the Raiders. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed it.
that. Super toe.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gun! 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 All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's at the 40. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play that time for the Raiders. 46 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Jackson on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Gun! Gun!
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back now in Tampa. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Flush to his right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. As his guys are in for 6. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Sanders now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Snickers, 66.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third down and 12.
Ready? White 80.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on
Monday.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Gun!
4 down.
All right, now, look at 56.
Jackson. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Quarter.
3 down.
Big. Like I said.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. It's Adams. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one. When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Leopard, Leopard.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. Caught here by Conley. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Leopard, Leopard.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Oakland, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.